talk about closing the sale. As an experienced sales team leader, you know that this is the easiest of the 12 pillars to execute. The close of the sales presentation brings all of the pieces of the puzzle together. All the work your salesperson has done up to this point will be rejected or rewarded in a few short minutes. If the agent has done a sloppy job, even the perfect prospect will stall. There is a difference between having the prospect move forward willingly as opposed to dragging them along. The minute any resistance is felt from the prospect, the salesperson must stop and determine what they have missed. By answering the 21 qualifying questions presented in Pillar 6, the prospect moves closer to a buying decision. The salesperson now acts as a guide toward acquire a specific property. One should never try to close a sale before a choice of a specific residence has been made. It's difficult to understand how a prospect can state this property is exactly what they want, yet when the time comes to commit and sign, they hesitate. Keep in mind this is typical of most people because the majority of individuals are not decision makers. In fact, out of the 4 behavioral styles, the only one, the D behavioral style, has the ability to be decisive, and only 12% of the population has this particular behavioral style. This means most people not only lack a natural capability to make a decision, they also resist making them. A better understanding of how the decision-making process works can help your sales agent move the prospect forward. The close still requires a lot of control by the prepared sales agent, yet mastery of the close requires an understanding of the process people use to make decisions. Pillar 7, taking a property off the market, sets the stage for the prospect to ask, how? How can they do that? Once a salesperson hears something like, well, how do we do that? Proceed by saying, we can proceed with a simple reservation agreement and a small deposit, which officially takes the unit off the market for 24 hours, protecting you from other buyers. If the prospect asks, how small of a deposit? Respond with, whatever is comfortable for you. Pause to allow this suggestion to sink in. This will protect you 100% once I get the paperwork approved by my manager. It's non-binding, will take the pressure off, and will protect you 100% from anyone else stepping in for the next 24 hours. Can you help me fill out the reservation? If any hesitancy occurs with signing the reservation form, it's time to get the prospect face-to-face with the manager. Mr. Prospect, let's see if Mr. Manager is available to help protect this option. We don't want someone else stealing it from you. Don't you agree? Pause. If that happens, we'll both lose. Nod lightly. What happens if you are working with a prospect remotely? When the prospect confirms they are interested in taking the unit off the market, the salesperson should state, we can proceed with a simple reservation agreement and a small deposit. I will email you the paperwork immediately with the instructions on how to make that deposit. I will need you to scan a signed reservation agreement and return that immediately with the confirmation of wire. This will protect your interest in the unit until the purchase agreement is ready for your signature. Timing is everything. Analysis paralysis will kill the deal. A salesperson's job is to help the prospect sense the urgency and scarcity. Once they select a property, an agent's job is to trigger their emotions with the fear of loss. With time and practice, your sales agents will come to enjoy closing sales, but until they've seen it done numerous times, they will need their manager, which is you, or a senior sales team leader to help them along. Until next time.